Mo, what can I say? I can see you're out and about. You've gone for a walk, maybe, because you've had enough of this team and the performances. And yet again today, I thought very poor.
Yeah, we were, Robbie, and I don't know what to say. It's such a mixed bag. Arteta today, one thing that really pleased me was the lineup. I thought it was the right lineup. I was also very pleased with the fact that when he brought on Martin Odegaard, it was a positive substitution. He left Emile Smith-Rowe on there as well, and I thought, come on, he's really trying to get something from this game. And I was really, really willing him to go and be successful and show that he made the right decisions, and then he's rewarded. But then the mixed bag comes in where he goes and puts Willian on. Willian came on and did nothing. And I just think to myself, come on, man, when are you going to learn your lessons? I don't know. And then on top of that, overall, I thought our defending wasn't that bad. I thought we did all right defensively, but crucial lapses in concentration. Cedric's back pass, awful. Holding nowhere near tight enough to Watkins. And then on top of that, I think Holding was a bit off pace today in other moments as well. So it's just a real mixed bag. And the way I see it, Robbie, this is one of those games where one day you might get the 3 points, you might draw, you might lose. It wasn't that one-sided, but it's just not going our way at the moment. And that's for a few reasons. Firstly, going forward, Arsenal are simply not good enough. We've got a decent defensive record in the league. Going forward, though, there was no ideas, no invention. I always ask the question of your key players, your top strikers. Lacazette, what was your highlight today? Aubameyang, what was your highlight today? Can you answer that question? What do you remember them doing where you thought, oh, that was good?
Nothing,
Robbie. And this is my question. This is my problem. I mentioned to you earlier on in the season in an interview that at one stage of the season, Harry Maguire had more shots, not on target, just shots, than Aubameyang and Lacazette. And for me, that's crazy. You've got to go out on the pitch and say, I'm going to make my presence felt. None of them did that today. Also, I felt that we took far too long with our forward passing today. There were players that kind of took too many touches on the ball. And, not all of them. Some of them did find it easy to get the ball and play it forward straight away without thinking too much. Villa are a very well-drilled defensive team. And we know if we don't cause them serious problems, pose serious questions, they're going to deal with it. And we didn't do that today. So that's another big frustration of mine. And the other thing, remember the game against Southampton, how well we pressed. We were in their faces every single time one of their players got the ball. We really bullied them at their own game, which is, one of Hasselhutten's strengths. Today, where was the pressing? Off the ball, Villa won the battle. And I think that's why Villa won the game.
Yeah, and it was tight margins in the game, like you said, and the one margin we did right at the start of the game, we failed, and it's another defeat for us. I mean, is that the league over? Any hope of getting in the European places or anything?
Robbie, listen, it's a very, very unpredictable league this year. I think, I'll have to check this, but I think since records began, there's been more away wins proportionately in the league than there ever has been. And with no fans there and everything like that, Arsenal have had more away wins than home wins, I think, this season. It's a really, really weird league. So the reason I mention that is it's very hard to predict. So I wouldn't want to just rule out Arsenal doing something in the league. But listen, if I was a betting man, if someone said to me, you have to put your house on it, I would not be saying that Arsenal were going to go and finish top 6 or certainly top 4, obviously. So, yeah, it looks unlikely. And today, I have to admit, Robbie, I was watching this game and I was literally at a point thinking, I wish we were still in the FA Cup. Because at least then we have something to look forward to. At least then we've got a route to European qualification and we can lift the trophy. Now we're all in on the Europa League. And we're going to face Benfica, which isn't going to be an easy game. And we're going to have to play some very, very good teams, if we do get past Benfica, to go and win it. So I just find it really disappointing.
Yeah, it's going to be. It looks like it's been a long season. We always seem to do this in February, innit? We'll do all right like January, and then we get to February, and then we just go back and do what we've been doing all along.
Yeah, and the other thing, Robbie, that we have to talk about, and it's unfortunate, that Lacazette incident. I mean, I'm baffled. Do you know what? Listen, you know me. I do not talk about referees. I always make the point. We went 49 games unbeaten. Where were the referees then? Why weren't they a problem then? When you're good enough, you make the referee irrelevant. They can give you bad decisions, but you're going to score 3 goals every game, so the referee can do what the hell they like and still go and win. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. Obviously the referees need to improve, but it's about yourself first. And the problem is, look, this is one of those games where we're not good enough, so then we are more reliant on referees getting things right. The issue I have with that Lacazette incident, and I get sick of talking about referees and VAR, but it's just one of those things now. Every week we're doing it. The referee saw the incident because he gave a foul to Emi Martinez, right? Now, if he saw the incident, VAR should be saying that's clear and obviously the wrong judgment on that incident. Why was that not done? I would understand it today if referee didn't give anything. And if he didn't see the incident, then you can't then go and check, whether it was a clear and obvious error because, there's nothing to check. The referee didn't make a call on it. As soon as he made the call on it, that should be a penalty. Do you have any idea why that wasn't given?
And you know what? The thing is about it, we say, we're all here and we don't want to use it as an excuse, yeah? But the bottom line of this is VAR was brought in to deal with these sort of situations so that when you do have a game where tight margins decide it, it will not be decided. It's easy for us to say, it's because we're still hit up in the emotion of us not playing well. But these are the fine margins that can turn a game. We saw it the other night.
Yep.
Who knows? You get a penalty, score a goal, and then it's a completely different game. These decisions. That's the point of VAR.
Yeah.
To help the referees to get the decisions right. And I do not know what's the point of VAR. I personally think don't use it no more. Because they don't know what they're doing.
They're butchering it, Robbie. They're absolutely butchering it. What I find amazing, right, when you listen to the defense of VAR, and this was like, again on BT Sport today with Peter Walton, the pundit referee. He actually said this, and listen to this sentence. Listen to how ridiculous it is. VAR was not brought in to reach the correct decision.
I heard
it was
that.
only brought in. Yeah, it's only brought in to see if there's a clear and obvious error made. The fact that we are saying this and people aren't really batting an eyelid, VAR was not brought in to reach a correct decision. Are you guys idiots? If it's not brought in to reach a correct decision, then what's it brought in for? To cement the wrong decision? Get rid of VAR. It's just so simple. All you need to do, each team should have maybe let's say 1.5 or 3 VAR appeals in a game. If you get it wrong, you lose it. If you get it right, you keep it. Just how they do in cricket. Today, Arsenal would have been able to say, we think that's a penalty, go to VAR. They look at it, forget the clear and obvious thing. That's one thing they need to forget, the clear and obvious thing. You go to VAR, we get the penalty. And at least then your own sort of manager, for example, your own players are in control of how you use VAR. But they need to get rid of this stupid clear and obvious thing. Because all that's trying to do is basically say,
the clear and obvious thing to me seems to be a protection for the referee.
Exactly that. Yeah, they need to stop trying to protect referees.
Yeah, you're
start trying to get the right decision.
Exactly, and if you're saying, clear and obvious, for me, that's an obvious thing you're protect because that's so, you don't know whether something's clear and obvious in a lot of cases. So it's just a protection mechanism, and I've just had enough in so many games this season. Just poorly refereed. The referees have got worse, and they've got technology. How can you do? Yeah, it's like me giving you a computer to do your accountancy, and you're worse.
Yeah, unbelievable. It's just honestly, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm just fed up with it. And Robbie, what we all know is in 10 years' time, VAR is not going to be the same. They will obviously change it because there will be some incidents that will and this momentum against VAR will increase, and eventually they'll give in. Just do it sooner. Come on, use your common sense. Do it sooner.
All right. Thank you very much, Mo.
Cheers, Robbie.
Cheers.
Take care.
Today's show is sponsored by Profit Accumulator, the #1 match betting service in the UK. Match betting is different to gambling. With gambling, you bet on one side, and if that side loses, you lose. With match betting, you bet on both sides. That means no matter what the outcome, you're a winner. When you sign up to Profit Accumulator, they will walk you through the whole process of how to do match betting And as long as you follow what they tell you, you cannot lose. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description right now for your free trial and you can start earning some real cash.